Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Cancermoonoracles. My name is Rosa and I am here to bring another love compatibility tarot read. In this reading today, we're going to take a look at the dynamic or the zodiac signs Aries and Gemini. Okay, so Aries with Gemini or Gemini with Aries. So if you're either of these signs dealing with an Aries or a Gemini, then this is your reading. And to the cross watchers, you may be the third party looking in, okay? You're also welcome too, so we'll consider you. Do keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if you want to see more of these readings, then you need to stay subscribed. Otherwise, you're not going to know when I release them or launch them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little tiny notifications bell upon subscription as well. Okay, these are general readings. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to show your support by hitting that like button. Let's jump right on in. We're going to take a look at Aries or what's surrounding Aries, dealing with Gemini in love. Spirit, angels and guides, please. Okay, Aries, you're coming through as the frog. Yeah, Aries, you're in your feels. The downward pointing triangle represents water. So I feel like this week you're in your feelings or your emotions. Why do I get the sense that, Aries, you might be feeling resentful? I feel like you may have been holding on to some emotions, but I feel this week you're releasing those emotions. I feel like your resentment has kind of compounded over time. And the reason why it's compounded over time is because you haven't dealt with the emotions. You haven't dealt with the resentment. I feel like it's just built over time. And this week with the frog, it's kind of like it's how can I explain it? It's like you can't suppress this resentment anymore. Okay, so it's kind of like that dam breaking and you're having a meltdown or you're having an emotional outburst. It could surprise Gemini. They probably don't know where this is coming from, but we'll take a look at Gemini's energy. So Spirit, angels and guides, please show us the energy of Gemini dealing with Aries. So Gemini, you're coming through as the nightingale. The upward pointing triangle with the line through it does represent the air element, and you're an air sign. And I feel birds are messengers. So maybe you've said something. Look, you've got the full moon here too. Maybe you said something. Maybe it was said so long ago. Like this is a blue moon. To me, the blue moon is it's rare. I think it happens, you know that saying, once in a blue moon. So I feel like whatever you said, it was said so long ago that Aries' outburst is kind of like catching you off guard. And being an air sign, I feel like you're like, what's going on? You know, Gemini is known to be the curious one of the zodiac, and you're like, what's going on? Why are they being this way? Why are they speaking to me like that? Like, you're kind of left wondering what the question mark. So let's take a look at Aries. We're going to use the tarot cards now, the Rider-Waite. Spirit, angels and guides, please reveal more of how Aries is feeling towards Gemini in the upcoming days and week. Okay, so Aries, you've got the 10 of Cups. Okay, you've got the 10 of Cups. So there's no doubt in my mind that I am connecting to an Arian that adores this Gemini. You may even have a family with Gemini, or you may be considering having a family with Gemini. But there is no doubt in my mind that I'm connecting to an Aries that absolutely adores this Gemini. Okay, so you've got the Devil in reverse and you've got the Lovers. There we have it. Okay, there we have it. The Lovers, there's Gemini. What did I say? Like, I'm feeling it to the core. Aries, you have a soul tie, a deep soul tie, a deep soul connection to your Gemini. The problem here with the Devil sort of sitting next to the Lovers is you have a choice, but you're choosing not to communicate your feelings to Gemini. And so then it kind of catches Gemini off guard, but we'll take a look at Gemini's energy in a moment. The Devil here would indicate this is your toxic trait, right? This is kind of like your toxic trait. Please don't take offense when I say that, right? Like, I'm Aries rising, I have a good heart, okay? I'm all love and light here. So I see you're aware. You're aware that you have this tendency to just suppress your feelings, and then this big blow up happens. Okay, but I see you're trying to you're trying not to let this pattern of yours be the pattern anymore. Does that make sense? Like, Aries, I feel like you're trying to release this pattern. Okay, the Devil tends to have a hold of you, but in the reverse, it's like you can overcome this. It's a choice. You love Gemini, and you're recognizing here that you can't have this happen every time, because then it becomes a toxic situation. And what you end up doing is you end up pushing the person that you love the most away. And it could be the case. I mean, the Devil here in reverse is telling me here that you might be feeling like your Gemini is distant with you. But let's clarify this. Spirit, angels and guides, can we please expand on this Devil energy? Spirit, angels and guides, can we please expand on this Devil energy? Oh, look at this. There's the Death card in reverse. Okay, and there's the Ace of Pentacles reversed. All right. Okay, so the Death card in reverse would tell me here that this is a habit that you're needing to change. You could be having a bit of a hard time changing or making the changes around this habit. But I can also see that you don't want this to continue to be a problem. Okay, the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, because the problem here is you suppress your feelings. The Queen of Cups in reverse, she acts detached. She doesn't share her feelings. She suppresses them and acts distant. And I can see, Aries, that's not really what you want to do at the core. Because you love your Gemini. Okay, you love your Gemini. So the Lovers here would represent for you, Aries, is you have some kind of choice to make this week. Okay, you have some kind of choice to make, because it could very well be that your Gemini just has enough and leaves. I can see you don't want this relationship to end, but we'll have a look at Gemini's there. Look at this. There's the Tower to clarify the Lovers here. Okay, the Tower is coming in to clarify the Lovers. Something needs to shift and change. Your behavior, your attitude, how the pattern, it needs to shift and change. Okay, so you might be learning this the hard way, and hence why you're purging. So let's take a look at Gemini. Spirit angels and guides, please show us the energy of Gemini. Well, I'm not surprised that the Chariot has come out in the reverse. Gemini, I feel like you are kind of like caught off guard. You really don't know what's going on here. You might be feeling like you were caught unaware. You're feeling left confused, bamboozled. Like I said, you've got all these question marks. Okay, but with the Chariot in reverse, you're kind of stepping back. Okay, I feel like you want to step back, or you want to take a couple of steps back to kind of maybe assess what the hell has happened here. Look at this. You've got the Emperor in reverse. This is Aries energy. You've taken a step back because the Emperor in reverse tells me here that you don't like dealing with the anger. Okay, when I see the Emperor in reverse, I feel like I'm seeing a man who is really wild and angry. And Gemini, you're stepping back from that. You're like, I don't want to be controlled in this way. I don't want to be dominated in this way. I feel like you're trying to take your power back, or you're trying to be a little more assertive and in control of what's happening here. I feel, Gemini, you're kind of like dismantling your Aries this week. Okay, you're dismantling your Aries. Let's have a look. Yeah, you're coming through quite confident, to be honest. You're confident about how you're approaching the situation. You're confident about how you are approaching your Aries this week. You could be also thinking, look, you know, I'm thriving on my own. I don't need Aries if they're going to continue to behave this way or treat me this way. So let's expand. Can we just expand on the Emperor in reverse just to get more of... So you've got the Judgment in reverse, and you have the Four of Cups in reverse. I feel this has happened before, Gemini, but when I see the Judgment in reverse, I kind of get the sense that this has happened before, but you've chosen to ignore the warning sign, or you've chosen to ignore the call. So this is definitely happening for you to take note. Okay, take note. I do see here with the Four of Cups reverse that you're not adding fuel to the fire. You're kind of just withdrawing. Can we expand on the Nine of Pentacles, please? Tell us more about the Nine of Pentacles for Gemini. What have we got here? We've got the Ace of Wands reversed. I feel this Ace of Wands is you saying no. You're saying no. You're like no to the behavior. That's what I'm sensing. This is a big no. This is not okay with you, Gemini. And it could be the wake-up call that Aries needs. Yeah, look at this. You've got the Hanged Man coming through too. The Hanged Man. I like how with the Hanged Man and the Nine of Pentacles that you're not acting like the victim. You're actually in the driver's seat. Can we just, for shits and giggles, take a look at the Chariot in reverse? Spirit, angels and guides. What's this? Yeah, look at that. This is clear as day. We've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed to clarify the Chariot in reverse. This is you saying, I'm not dealing with this. I am not going to, this is, yeah, you're just totally pulling back. Totally pulling back. You're not pouring into this relationship. Does that make sense? The Seven of Pentacles reverse is like, I don't know about this. If I continue to pour into this relationship, is it really going to get me that much further? But I feel like you're retreating. You're definitely retreating, I feel, Gemini. But like, this is the wake-up call that perhaps Aries needs. So let's take a look at an archetype card for advice, just to kind of, you know, bring this all in together. Spirit, angels and guides, what archetype card do you have for the relationship between Aries and Gemini as advice or last parting message this week? Oh my goodness, look at this. We've got the Tear. Wow, I feel like this is a bit of a heavy read, to be honest. The Tear again speaks to purging, it speaks to sadness. Look, I feel you're both sad. You know, I feel that you're both dealing with grief. Maybe on different levels or in a different way. Because, I mean, you're both individuals. You're not exactly the same. So I feel like Aries, you're going through your grief and sadness, and Gemini, you're essentially going through your own grief and sadness that is personal to you. However, with the Tear, I find that the Tear is speaking to some kind of a purge. So something needs to be released. So a change can happen. So a shift can take place. And tears are very, very healing. I don't know if you know that, but it's very, very healing. So I feel that overall, the situation requires healing, and you're both kind of essentially in this healing mode right now. I might just grab another card because I sort of don't want to just leave it there. Oh, wow. Look at this. We've got Gnosis. This is a full moon. This is definitely, you know, full moons speak to clearing. So there's definitely something here that needs to be cleared and healed. I feel with the full moon, it's kind of like whatever you're experiencing right now has reached its peak. Now the moon will start to wane. Now the situation will start to, you know, calm down. Once the sadness and the grief has been dealt with and the healing takes place, then with the full moon here, you're going to enter a new cycle. So I definitely feel that there are some changes. It is going to look different for each dynamic, but there is a new beginning that awaits for either both of you together as a couple or individually. So that's your reading, you guys. I do hope that resonates. Feel free to let me know by liking this reading. Thank you for watching this to the very end. I really do appreciate that. And until my next video, take care.